Hi, Vladianta here. I wish you a beautiful day. I hope you're positive. And today I'm going to talk about dating life and INFJs. I think this video is very useful if you're INFJ yourself, so you're trying to improve yourself, you are doing some self-development work, or maybe for dating INFJs, so you can maybe see some of the things that I will talk to you about today and like just to realize how to deal with them and just not to be surprised and not to actually permit these things to discourage you from dating INFJ. So these are 4 reasons why you should not actually date INFJ, or maybe better to say 4 things that you should avoid displaying as an INFJ, or maybe just 4 signs of immature INFJs and INFJs that you might actually try to avoid if you are for a very if you consider yourself let's say surpass that level.
Wait a minute. Don't compare. Don't compare yourself to me.
They would never make
you are not on my level, Nicole. You never will be on my level.
So these 4 characteristics are usually displayed by immature INFJs, but still sometimes it can happen to all of us that we just go into our NI and TI and we don't use our FEX to express ourselves. So that actually makes not only our life very difficult, but also our, let's say, relationships very difficult, and just relationships with different types of relationships, but now I'm talking about romantic relationships, and also it makes life for our our partners almost impossible, I have to say. So here we go. So these are the 4 things that you should work on, or maybe that you could help with your INFJ. So the first thing is, of course, our idealist nature, or just our visions that we have. It's, I think, very comprehensible, let's say, because NI is such function that whatever you see a person, I think I made a video about it, you just see a potential. You can see what is the ideal vision of that person. You just completely idealize her, but not even to the degree that some people do. We take it even to a higher level. We plan all our life just based on one picture. I'm really serious. That's how NI that's the power of NI. And I want to use the word power because I actually think that it's beautiful, I see many people criticizing it, and myself also sometimes, but I think there is a beauty in it, and I think actually it can help you to fuel your relationship if you use it in the right way. And right way is, of course, to not get just carried, get carried just by NI without having any concrete FE and SE data. And I think the best just possible solution is first to accept it. You will always go into NI. That will always be your first reaction, just to see idealized version of persons. But then the second thing actually what will come is a little bit experience, and most of them time. You will just spend the time with the person, and of course you will just see the flaws of the person. And now you need to be aware that it's okay to have flaws. It's okay if you're ideal, whatever, Prince Charming or Princess, if they have flaws, it's not a deal breaker, because guess what, you also have them. And I guess you just need to kind of remain grounded and use vision actually to fuel your relationship instead of just breaking it. And the worst thing that can happen in that case, if you are, for example, undeveloped INFJ and you only have this NI vision, and you can see that this kind of person is shifting away from the vision, your relationship is not going actually in that direction. It doesn't have to be worse, but it's just not the way you wanted it. So then you try to kind of impose all the rules and all this vision on the person. You try to make this person something that he or she is not. And then of course what will happen, it will just fire back, and you will start criticizing the person will criticize you back, and you can just turn into a big mess. So please don't get discouraged that you have NI dominant function. As dominant function, I think it can be beautiful, but you need to really stay grounded in that. And for do that, I guess time is the best solution, and also maybe a little bit SE and FE work and meditation from time to time. So then we come to the second thing, which is again very related to the first thing, and it's the lack of self-expression. INFJs, if they're underdeveloped, they will not express themselves whatsoever. They will just try to accommodate the person they're with. So they see the idealized person, but there's actually one trap that the INFJs are very good at reading what the people want. For example, if a person is a musician, then the INFJ will suddenly transform into musicians themselves. They will try listening to the, if just absorb all this world that the person is giving, like they will also start listening to the music, but they will do it as I'm not trying to undervalue at other times, but I'm just saying this NIFE thing that INFJs, for example, ENFJs have, it's very potent. It's very quick to pick up all these small details, and they're very pick up to actually see like that each person has something different, you know, and to kind of to adapt to the person, which can be in some situations very beneficial, but in I think relationships it's not so beneficial, nor for you nor for the person you're with, because let's say even if the person likes that version of you, which is not always, like you would be surprised, the person also wants somebody with different interests, you know, and they want authentic people. So especially if they're the intuitive themselves, they will be able to see that you're faking, that you're not authentic. But anyhow, let's say even if they like you, from like with time, you will just, it will be inevitable, you will just show your real colors, your true colors, and that the person will not necessarily dislike you, but will be surprised, and we'll just know, we'll just think, okay, this person wasn't honest to me. So it's not like they're not going to dislike you, but they're going to dislike you being dishonest, which I completely can understand. So please avoid those traits, and avoid just INFJs who actually are have that. Or if you really want to have a relationship with INFJ and you see that this person is kind of molding him or herself to you, then please try to have an honest conversation with this INFJ and explain the situation, explain that you will like them. Or even if you're not, I mean, it's better not to like and still be yourself than like something that's not even you. So yeah, I guess maybe open communication is very important, which takes me to my third point, which is just conflict. INFJs are not so good in dealing with conflict situations, because I guess we again this idealistic nature and just FE, this combination is definitely a combination of a person who doesn't really like a lot of conflict. So I guess, yeah, it might be that even if you want like to have honest conversation, this person will just not want it, because they just want peace and they just want these peaceful and tranquil waters without any kind of waves. So yeah, I guess probably, I would say in 90% of situations, unless you're dealing with very mature and developed INFJ, you are the one who will have to initiate that honest conversation. So yeah, good luck FI users, I guess. And my last point is actually INFJs playing hot. Oops, what was that? INFJs playing cold and hot, or hot cold, whatever. And I've been there, and I understand why they do that. I think it's because, you know, this, when we feel like a person, like we can trust the person, we'll just open up, and then after some time we'll close again. It can be like various reasons, but I guess first of all, we don't have that much energy actually to share even with one person, because for us it's really draining, because we really give all of ourselves. Or second thing is actually we have trust issues, so we've been hurt in the past, and or whatever. We just need some time for ourselves. So sometimes like you can be like, one day you have this open conversation and everything, and then second day like this INFJ is very reserved and whatever, he doesn't want to talk, whatever. So don't get discouraged please by that, because I guess the chances are, I mean, not the person starting like to lose interest, but actually like the person just for genuine how to say, like, yeah, having like energy management maybe problems, and it's just taking like a pause, like a little break. But don't worry, energy will come back if they like you. And if they don't like you and they don't come back, I guess then it's better for both of you. So yeah, that was like in short 4 things that you can work on if you're INFJs, 4 things or 4 struggles you will have with INFJs in a relationship. Again, I'm talking about some INFJs, I'm not talking about every INFJ. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful to you. I hope you will have a beautiful day, and I see you in my next video. Bye.